Hey you guys, what is up? Welcome back to another vlogmas video. Oh, you guys are feeling good, feeling great, and that you receive nothing but greatness in your life today. Alright, so I'm dressed for the day. Everybody's where they're supposed to be, even though, it took a little bit of time to get out the house this morning. Everyone is where they're supposed to be, and now I'm about to be where I'm supposed to be. I'm just kind of securing the house a little bit, turning off all the lights, all the fans. Lord, this room, girl. Okay, so everything is ready to go. I just need to put my jacket on and then we'll roll out. So, happy Tuesday. And like every vlog, we don't know what's going to happen in today's vlog, but we're going to make it do it, make something shake, okay? All right, scent of the day, and then that's actually the last thing I need to do before I walk out the house. Let's see, yesterday, I think I wore this yesterday, the Ariana Grande. I'm trying to use some of these up, so I'm almost done with that one. I've also been wearing this one, of course. No, I wore this one yesterday. That's why it's in my purse. And then the day before that, I wore the Ariana Grande. So whatever scent that I wear, I just throw it in my purse. So we're going to go with this fake Chanel, guys. Chanel number 5 from the Dollar Tree. Let me grab her. I have the actual Chanel number 5 perfume. And this is about as close as you're going to get to this from the Dollar Tree if you ever find it. I've had this for a long time. It's called After 7. I can't remember what the color of the box was. I haven't seen it in forever though. And the EAD scents that they have at the Dollar Tree now are like small gift size scents. And I mostly see like scents for men. So I haven't seen this scent in a while, but it's my favorite scent from the Dollar Tree. All the other ones that I had, I gave them to Olivia. I either donated them or gave them to Olivia. So she's building up her little collection of fragrances. So that's what we're going to put on today. I've got my deodorant on. Let me put some lip butter on. So Burt's Bees, wild rose and berry lip butter. All right, so let's jump into a prayer card because they're right here in front of me, so why not? Yesterday we read one from John. All right, so the next card in the stack says it's from, another one from John. So 1 John verse 5, chapter 5 verse 14. So 1 John chapter 5 verse 14. And we are confident that he hears us whenever we ask for anything that pleases him. Okay. All right. So we got that part of the business out the way. So now let's go handle some other business because the bills got to get paid. And we about to go jump in these streets. I'm actually an hour behind. I wanted to start my shift at 9 o'clock. But like I said, we were kind of slow leaving this morning. So I ended up, I feel like something just fell in my pocket. Okay. I had to end up taking Olivia to school because by the time her dad got dropped off, her bus had already came. So I ended up having to take her to school, and that's where I would normally start off. I normally, if I'm gonna start at 9 o'clock, I drop her off if I have to take her to school, well, this is what I've been doing lately, right? If I'm gonna start a 9 o'clock shift, I go ahead and drop her off at school, and then as I'm pulling out the parking lot, I hit the go, and then I go from there. So, got my lip butter, grab my charger. This is the lotion that I just put on. So Victoria's Ruby Rose. So that's almost gone. So I have a few products in my product empty from last month. It's not a whole lot, but I'll still show you guys just so that I could go ahead and throw the stuff in the trash. Got my charger. I don't have any bottles of water, but if I get thirsty enough, because what I try to do is not eat or drink, because for one, I don't like using public bathrooms, and when I'm out there, I'm trying to do as many deliveries as I can without a whole bunch of stopping in between to go to the bathroom and all that. So a lot of times I just save my appetite until I get home. But yesterday I took a salad with me, and I had some coffee with me as well in one of those to-go cups. So that worked out, because I don't want to buy anything to eat, you guys. I would rather just use that money to just put groceries in the house, which, by the way, we need some. Yesterday was the final day of spaghetti, so I don't know what's gonna be for dinner today. So yesterday, I think we're spaghettied out. That was day number 3. Where's my... hold on a second. Can't go nowhere without... All right, so I'll see you guys in a little bit.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, y'all, so we just got our first order. I actually had to delay the orders because, girl, I had to get on the phone with Georgia Power, but I have to talk to y'all about that later on. But for right now, we are going to pick up a Panda Express order. It is 10:45, so it's just one order though. It's not a double, but hopefully it's ready. Alright, y'all, it's the battle of the competitors. Chipotle and Moe's. Which one are you? I've never had Chipotle. I've had Moe's once, and that was almost probably about Olivia's 14, so it was way before she was born, and I used to work at Texas Roadhouse, and Moe's was in the same parking lot, and I went in there like maybe once or twice for one of them fat burritos. But girl, which one do you like best, Moe's or Chipotle? Alright, so now we have a Little Caesars, and I also have a pickup for Piccadilly, so let's get it. Alright, we are picking up a Chick-fil-A, getting dropped off at a middle school. Okay, so I'm in Kroger making life decisions as far as what's dinner gonna be. I didn't make a whole lot of money today, so I'm very limited on what I can provide as far as a meal. But we're gonna try to work it out anyway. Y'all, they got a whole basket of, hold on, let me tell y'all, they got a... Alright, I'll see y'all when I get to the house. They playing Michael Jackson, y'all, and I don't want to get copyright. I'll call y'all back in a minute. Alright, y'all, it's me. We made it back to the house. Or we? Who's we? I made it back to the house. Alright, so my day was pretty okay. I don't have no complaints. This morning, I ended up starting on the UberEats app at about 10:45, and I think that's when I went to pick up my first order. Well, for 45 minutes, I was on the phone with Georgia Power because I had got a new bill notification. And girl, when I looked at the bill, I was like, wait a minute, something wrong. Now, I'm going to just give y'all the deets. So, you know, because, I mean, I feel like if you live in Georgia, you probably want to hear this too. Okay, so when I was talking to the lady, I was telling her, I was like, yes, ma'am, I just got my bill and I noticed that my bill is almost $500. And I'm trying to figure out why when I was set up on the flat rate program like a couple years ago, right? So before I even finished what I was saying, she was like, I already know why you calling. I pulled up your bill while you was talking and I already see what the problem is. And I said, oh, okay, so what's going on? Because I noticed that the last 3 months, my bill was almost $500. Oh, I thought somebody was knocking on the door. And she was like, do you want to know what happened? And I said, please tell me what happened. She said, back in June or back in July, they made a decision to go up on the rates for Georgia Power. And anybody that was on the flat bill pay, the rate went up a couple of $100. And so she said that they didn't like email. What they did was they put the notification on July's bill, but mine didn't start until my anniversary, which was September. So September, October, November, December, every month that I've been billed, my bill has been like $480 something, right? And I saw it back in September, but honestly, we were so far behind on our bill that I thought that was part of like the past due amount, right? So she was like, yeah, a lot of people been calling, wondering why their bill started off under $300 and now they're paying almost $5 and almost $6. And I was like, okay, so what can I do? Because I literally just paid y'all $480 something like 3-4 days ago, and now y'all billing me another, like, you know what I'm saying? I said, so what can I do? And she was like, you know what? It's messed up how they're doing. So I'm going to, even though I'm not supposed to, I'm going to take you off of this flat pay bill. And I was like, oh, thank you. So what does that mean? She was like, I don't even understand why they even kept you on that, because your bill isn't even that much every month. That's just what you were being charged. Your bill is actually less than that every month. Your bill is like almost $300 every month, you know, with taxes and everything. And I was like, well, yeah, that's what it was. And she was like, no, even without the flat pay program, your bill is still less than what you were actually being charged. So even though I'm not supposed to do this, I'm going to take you off the flat pay and put you on the budget billing. And so she did something, because she said I didn't qualify for the budget billing, but she did something in her system to force it through, right? And she was like, I just have to pay the bill on time for 12 consecutive months. And then how it works is any overage that I have, it'll be credited. And I was like, oh, okay. And so she was like, unfortunately, because I'm doing it today, you're still responsible for the new bill amount. And what'd she say? You're still responsible for the new bill amount. And I wish that I could retro your rate from 3 months ago so that you can get that money back of the difference. And I was like, wow. So as she was talking, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, wow. So my bill wasn't even $480 something. It was like the amount of usage that I was using didn't even add up to that. But that's what I was being charged because I was on the flat pay bill, which meant that no matter how much energy you used, it would be the same amount every single month, right? So I was like, dang, that kind of sucks that I can't get my money back. So basically Georgia Power is just going to keep my money. And I just have to go ahead and pay the balance. And then next month is when the budget billing will kick in and my bill will actually drop a couple $100 because I don't use that much energy. And then she gave me a couple of tips about, like, because it's wintertime and heaters, portable heater units and stuff like that, those cause your bill to go up and stuff. So, I was just really like in awe. Like, I was just really taken back because I'm like, man, why is my light bill so high? So she helped me out with that. Thank God, y'all. When I say that God has really been watching over me these past few months, because he knows how hurt I am by the situation with the last car we had and me losing the income and losing a couple of other things that I didn't mention to you guys that were very important regarding Olivia. You know, so man, because I've been y'all trying to get, y'all know how, if you are not new, y'all know all summer long I've been trying to get these bills down to a zero balance or with a credit, and it just hasn't been working out because it's always something. And I told y'all that before. In my house, it's always something. It's always something, you know, but I still give my best efforts no matter what, because at the end of the day I got a kid, you know. So God has really been looking out, y'all. I have transportation again, and man, that's been a huge blessing and a huge help. I've had my car. I can say my car because it's my car. It's in my name. I am the owner of that car, and I've had it for a little over 30 days now. I've had it the whole month of November, y'all. And I didn't share it with you guys because honestly, I spent the whole month of November just thanking God, just living in the blessing itself. You know what I mean? Because of how it all transpired. I mean, it truly is a blessing, right? And so I just wanted to just do my one-on-one, you know, time with God, and just let him know how grateful I am that you were able to work through people that are close to me to allow this to happen. Y'all, man, y'all, I don't have a car note. Thank you, Jesus. And I've been praying for that for so long. Every car we've had, the first car that we had, it didn't have a car note. But because it was my car, it got neglected. Right? Because you know how it is, how people start being weird because they wasn't the one that paid for something, or it didn't really have anything to do with them. And you know, people get funny, you know what I'm saying? So that's what happened with that. And then every car that we've had after that that I didn't have my name on, as y'all can see, we don't have. So this car is my car. There's no car note. Thank you, Jesus. The only thing that I have is the insurance. And I'm so grateful for that, because y'all see me trying in every video on how I try and, you know, survive. You know what I'm saying? So it was just really a true blessing. Yesterday, oh, so the other thing that happened, I just had to tell y'all that. So that was my PSA about Georgia Power. Okay, if you live in Georgia and you were signed up for that flat pay bill or flat pay program, and you're wondering why your bill went up, somehow I missed the notification on the bill because so much stuff was happening around the time frame that she said it was announced. But they didn't announce it through like an email. They put it on like page 2 of your bill, and I guess if you didn't see it, you didn't see it. So that was me. I guess I overlooked it or something. I don't know, because y'all know y'all know I ain't trying to pay no $500 every month for no electricity. I shop at the Dollar Tree. Come on, y'all. How was school? Are those the ones that you wanted?
I'm gonna eat them.
Well, they didn't have any other cups, literally.
They didn't have the skinny ones?
They had one, but it was lime. Lime and cilantro or something like that.
Yeah.
All right, so crazy delivery story, y'all. This is the first time that I ever had my soda. I'm about to drink this little bitty Coke, but this is the first time that I've ever had to do this. I got an order to drop off at a house that I learned as I was on the way there that the person was disabled and they weren't able to meet me at the door. So the request was, she said that she wants drivers to call her so that she can give them special instructions to make sure that they're okay with it before she has to, you know, make herself uncomfortable to come to the door or whatever. All right, hold on, y'all. All right, y'all, we're back. Sorry about that. I had to clear my phone of footage or whatever. But yeah, so the request was to come through the garage, come up the ramp, open the door, come inside the house, and then come to the top of the stairs, drop the food off at the top of the stairs. So I was like, okay. First of all, let me just tell you this. I had to park in order to call her back because she sent me a message. Well, first of all, I'm not going to say she. I'm going to say the person because I had no idea that it was a female. I couldn't tell by the name. But anyway, she sent me a message on the way there and was like, please call me because I need to give you instructions. But I was driving. So when I actually got to her house, I passed by it because it came so fast. Once I turned down the street, it came so fast that I rolled right past it. So as I was turning around, I just went ahead and parked and called her back. And that's when she gave me the instructions, and she asked me, was I okay with that? And I mean, I felt like I really didn't have a choice but to be okay with it, if I'm being honest, okay? Because, I mean, if you're not able to meet me at the door, then lady, I'm not even going to force you to come to the door. So I guess, yes, I'm okay with coming inside your house, right? So, okay, so I get to the driveway. I see the garage door open. Child, so I go through the garage. I go up the ramp. I see the door. I'm hesitant. I'm like, man, this better be the right house. Look, I was so nervous about it that I'm second guessing that I'm even at the right house. But I was at the right house. But anyway, so I opened the door just a little bit. I peeked my head in. I said, hello, UberEats. I'm here. I'm coming in, you know, because I don't know if she's there by herself or not. So I opened the door and I noticed that there's a house full of people that lives there, but no one's there, right? So as I'm walking towards the steps, I'm like, I'm going up the stairs. I'm gonna, girl, ghetto. Okay. I'm not saying the situation was ghetto. I'm saying how I was announcing myself was ghetto. She probably thought that I was tripping or something. I don't know. I just didn't want no surprises. And I didn't want her to be surprised. Like, girl, the whole thing was just really awkward, okay? Because first of all, I've never delivered food inside of someone's house. So, but I understood. And once I got in and got a visual of the disability, I understood why she couldn't meet me at the door, okay? It was very obvious. I ain't even gonna go into what I was seeing, but it was very obvious that she was not gonna be able to meet me at the door no time soon. So anyways, I dropped it off. So as I'm coming outside, now I'm blocked in the driveway. There's a door dasher pulling into the driveway to drop off a Planet smoothie. She's trying to figure out where to leave it at. So I told her, I said, hey, did you get a call telling you to come inside the house and leave it at the top of the stairs? And she was like, no, but I ain't going in the house. I was like, oh, okay. Now keep in mind, I couldn't go nowhere until she pulled out because she had me blocked in. So she's standing, she going to the front door, going to the side of the garage. She looking at the garage, but she looked nervous. So she go back to the front. Then homegirl was like, bump this. She set that Planet smoothie right on top of this grill that was inside of the garage and booked it, baby, back to her car because we was in a long driveway in this neighborhood. Their driveway was long. So, child, that thing was so funny to me. She was like, they're going to have to come get this. She said it, she set it on top of the grill and ran to her car because she was literally in the street. Like where I was parked, I was at the end of the driveway, so she couldn't even pull in the driveway. Half her car was still in the lane, okay? So cars literally had to go around her to keep going. And I didn't realize that until I was getting in my car and I was pulling back so that she could pull up and turn around and then we just go out together. But girl, child, that was so funny. When she set that drink on top of that grill and took off running, I said, wow, child. Okay, so here's what's for dinner. Y'all, I spent $11. And here's what I bought. Times is hard, baby. And I'm not even ashamed to say it, child. Times is hard for me anyways, because I'm still trying to put the pieces back together. And speaking of, y'all, when I'm telling y'all, I've been nothing but humble and been doing nothing but praying. One of the things that was lost in the situation was health care. I never told you guys about that because I felt like I was oversharing and I was in my feelings and I didn't want to have to repent for anything that I probably would have said that was on my mind at the time. So health insurance for me and Olivia, we had our own health insurance that was separate. So I was in charge of that. So of course, when my income went away, so did the health insurance. Which really sucked because Olivia actually had a dentist appointment in October and they wouldn't see her because of the insurance. So here's how things are slowly working out for me, y'all. And I'm only telling y'all this because I just want y'all to know how good God is. Even when you're going through something, like I always thank God, even when I'm in a good space and even when I'm in a bad space, you know, because I don't just thank God when something good is going on, you know. I even, as sad and depressed and angry as I was about my situation, I was still thankful for it. Isn't that crazy? But it's the truth, right? I was still thankful for it. So yesterday, so before yesterday, I went on the healthcare.gov website, the marketplace, to find some new insurance for us. I hadn't been on there in a while. I forgot what my password was. And so I tried to do a forget password, but then it asked me what my security questions, the answers to like 3 security questions. And I couldn't remember what it was, so I tried to guess because the questions that I chose, the answers are going to be the same regardless on what site I'm on, right? But it kept telling me that I wasn't putting it in the way that it was entered. So, girl, I'm trying uppercase, lowercase, uppercase, all caps, all lowercase, everything, and nothing was working. I had did it so many times that it basically locked me out of the account and told me to call this 188 or 1-800 number. So leading up to yesterday, I had a pickup for Subway. This Subway just happened to be inside a Walmart. I find a parking space and I pull in the parking space. There's 2 young ladies next to me. They're standing outside their car. I'm not thinking anything of it. As I'm getting out the car, one of the ladies approached me and she's like, hey, do you currently have medical coverage for 2024? I'm sorry, I'm lying. She said, do you currently have medical coverage? And I said, I used to, but I don't anymore, unfortunately. And she was like, well, would you like to learn some information? It'll only take 2 minutes. Now, in that moment of her saying that, my mind was on going to pick up this sandwich. So honestly, I told her that I was good. I was like, no, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of doing deliveries, but thank you. So I got inside the Walmart. I'm standing in the Subway. There's 2 people working in there. There's a lady in front of me. She's got 2 sandwiches open. The other person that's working, they're working on some sandwiches, but it's just me and this lady in this store. She jumps on the phone. She's calling people, asking them what they want on their sandwiches. I had the order that I was picking up was like $3. The tip was included, and I was just standing there. And next thing I know, I canceled the order. I went outside. I found the young lady that approached me. And I said, hey, you know what? I changed my mind. I said, I changed my mind. Can you give me some more information on what you were asking me about with the healthcare? And girl, when I say we sat in that parking lot, I paused all orders that were coming in. We sat in that parking lot. I gave her information for both me and Olivia. She sent me some emails, confirmation links, all the things. And by the time it was all done, we were enrolled in healthcare. Me and Olivia. Now, I know some of y'all are like, well, what about your husband? He has health insurance, but he gets it through his job. So I was getting it through a different way. And then I wasn't getting it anymore. And so I'm telling y'all, it was nothing but God. I'm telling y'all, because I was standing inside Subway and I was like, man, I probably really need to talk to this girl about health insurance because I'm locked out of my account on the website. I keep looking at this phone number to call and I keep putting it off. And that's probably why I kept putting it off. It was meant for me. It was meant for me to run into her at the Subway because, in the Walmart parking lot. I'm going to tell you, I feel that way because I almost did not take that order. It was a $3 order. The tip was included and I almost didn't take it. But I literally was right at the light by the Walmart when it popped up on my phone. I was on my way back to this side of town and I was sitting at the light and it popped up on my phone and I went ahead and grabbed it just because. And I almost didn't, because when the light turned green, it was still dinging and I almost just kept going. And at the very last minute, I hit the accept and I quickly made the turn to the left into the parking lot. Real quick, like before the light turned red. There was no cars coming. Girl. Crazy, man. That's why I try to live right. You know what I'm saying? Because when you don't live right and you wonder why things are not going right in your life, that could be the reason. And then it also could be someone else in your life. You know what I'm saying? Things are not going right, but you're giving it your best effort. You know that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, but things just ain't working out. Sometimes it could just be your environment, the people around you. And that's what I am slowly, it's like one of those hard pills. It's like I don't want to believe that that's what that could be, but when I think about all the situations I've been in, and it was just because I was guilty by association. Now I'm really starting to wonder, like, man, do I just really need to do major changes, in my life in order to be where I want to be, in order to do what I want to do, in order to have the life that I'm trying to create, not only for myself, but for Olivia as well. So, it's an interesting conversation and I could go on and on and on about it, but I know y'all ain't come for that. So this is what I picked up from the store before I ventured off into something else. So for me and Olivia's dad, if he wants bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches, why? Because I found some marked down bacon. This bacon was $2.52, so I picked up 2. Okay, we have eggs because I just bought the eggs. I got the cheapest bread that they had. They didn't have any clearance bread, so I got this Smart Way bread, which was like $1.29. And then I got a pack of cheese. So for Olivia, because I know y'all probably like, because Olivia don't eat eggs, so she's not even gonna eat a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, okay? But she did ask me yesterday, could I pick her up some spicy noodles on the way home? Perfect opportunity. Right, so I got her 2 of these so that she can knock herself out. This is the Nissin hot and spicy chicken flavor chili sauce packet inside. So got her 2 of these and they were like $1 something. So that's what's for dinner, you guys.